Well, everyone take a breath. Because now we go into game 2. Roma's fate is secure. They are now within the top 6. There's no way mathematically they can be pulled from that placement. We will see them next month in our knockout stages, June 24th. For now, though, we still, of course, have the formalities, and it's now, for Roma, as you said, just see how many points you can get. Stifler's up next. And his opponent, Wes, this is the big storyline here. You say I'm a bit of a jinx, and I'll keep bringing it up at every single opportunity. Ettorito still on for the Grand Slam. 18 goals, that's joint first. Hasn't lost a game, hasn't drawn a game, has won every single game from Matchday 1 all the way through to 6. One more, and his perfect season is, well, it's complete.
Some would call us the unlucky black cats of the eFootball Championship Pro with the amount of things that we call out that seemingly then happen. It's written that, again, if we said on form, this should be Ettorito all day. But there's an intangible quality, as I mentioned, or you may have mentioned, or we heard with the highlights of Matchday 6, Roma are not an easy team to go against because they don't give up the fight. That does extend to Stifler, it extends to Irma. So as much as we have seen that already, we've got to see a little bit more from them again.
Well, absolutely. See the celebrations still ongoing for the Roma camp, but for Barcelona, for Ettorito here, this is about legacy. And I don't use that word lightly.
There's a return season to go by. It's a pretty good one at that. As we said, regardless of what the result here is against Stifler, that is an unbelievable season to come back to eFootball Championship Pro and to kind of, it's almost a declaration of intent, really. That's just to say, yeah, whoever you put in front of me, I'm just going to beat them. And seemingly that has been the way. But we now look at the pressures that both these teams are under. The shackles are off now for Roma. They can have a little bit of a showtime here.
Well, Dembele still has the ball here until Ibanez comes and steals it away. We are underway here in game 2. If you're just joining us, you see the result at the top of your screen. That result has secured Roma into our knockout stages next month. For Barcelona, it's going to feel a bit like they've missed out on the opportunity to create even further breathing room on Arsenal, who they are still behind in the league table. Here's Kessie, though. Of course, we want to know your thoughts at home as well. Make sure you're giving us your opinions about who you think the legends are from AS Roma. Of course, got to be that man.
Yeah, there's certainly a couple of players there that are brought to the attention when you think of legendary footballers that have graced. Gabigol, Francesco Totti. Certainly they would be full of pride on these types of performances. We see there Dybala in on goal.
Tries to play one more as well. To the feet of Abraham now. And Kamara is just going to flash that one wide. Looked like a good opportunity, Wes.
Really good build-up there from Stifler. Again, finding that kind of consortium of passes there, and it just felt to arguably the wrong person. You don't really want Mady Kamara on the end of those. You'd want your Dybala, your El Shaarawy, your Abraham. Just fell to the wrong person. Just couldn't get enough purchase on it to put it into the corner.
Kessie to Dembele, and this is where Ettorito is really dangerous. Kessie, De Jong, there's the pass, and it's over the bar for a corner. It's always a different type of anticipation when Ettorito gets the ball in the box. You know he's going to come up with something. It's about what you can do to stop it.
Certainly with 18 goals already this season, there's not many that can shut him out.
Lewandowski with the header is saved from the corner. Yeah, you're right. He's averaging 3 goals a match day, if my maths is correct. Not often it is, but the thumbs up from you says that I've done a good job there.
It's quick maths indeed.
Nil-nil so far between Stifler and Ettorito. Of course, when you see who you're playing up against when it comes to these match days, players don't find out until on the day. It's always going to be a bit of a chip on your shoulder. Here's Lewandowski when it comes to Stifler. He knows his opponent will be taking the majority of the limelight. What can he do to play spoiler here? Kessie is fouled. Good advantage played though, and Dembele's there. Can he strike it? It is wide.
Snatched at it. Snatched at it at the back post again. Good advantage played by the referee. You can see Ettorito just trying to bait the defence out of shape. Again, sometimes you feel that is the way to combat Roma, is just disrupt their defensive unit enough. It gives you an opportunity, a bit of a gap, because physically they are imposing.
Ball over the top to Abraham. Should be ter Stegen's to claim. Of course, 58% of you think that Ettorito will come out on top here. Of course, as we take a retrospective on Stifler's season, he's on the ball now with Dybala. 9 points accrued for AS Roma when we're looking at their top points accruers. I'll come back to that, as Belotti maybe can get there first on the half-hour mark. There's Irma with 11 and Stifler just behind him with 9 points. So we always say Irma can be reliable. Stifler is right there with him. He would love to bring home more here as well. Towards Belotti again! And Stifler is in the lead. He's playing spoiler here, Wes. Roma 1, Barca 0. And this is turning into a bit of a nightmare for Barcelona.
It seems like Roma have found the keys to how to play with Roma as a team. It sometimes takes its time, but it will sink in to tap into a team's DNA. Yes, you've got Tammy Abraham, but you also have Andrea Belotti, who's a fantastic weapon to have at set pieces. And not more so than what we saw there. It's one simple ball into the back post. Belotti gets above his defender and finds the back of the net.
Well, straight away as Stifler punches in his 7th of the season. Ettorito wants that one back. Lewandowski can't find his way through though. Ter Stegen comes and heads away. Lewandowski, De Jong, Pedri now. Who can he find? Looking for Lewandowski, but Patricio is there first. Kessie with good strength as well. Pedri, though, can't be found. That's really tenacious defensive work from Roma.
It's a burgundy wave coming forward on the counter. Something that Ettorito's got to be careful of here. As much as he may want to try and get parity restored and then try and build on that, he's got to be careful that he doesn't get sucker punched on the counter.
Well, if things stand the way they are, with Irma still to play, Roma would be level on points with Manchester United in 4th place. And Barcelona, all of a sudden, they might be dragged right out of that top 2 conversation.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
I think
2 minutes added on, Wes.
I think looking at it, I think it's the first time this season we've seen Ettore in a losing position.
I might just be right about that. It doesn't happen often. Stifler's not done in this half either. Abraham back to Dybala. Abraham is in there as well, but good defensive work from Ettore, and That will signal the end of the first half here. Stifler 1, Ettorito 0.
This is why we don't play the game on form books, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we let the games play out. Stifler 1 goal ahead here. In a fantastic position. Every positive piece of gameplay greeted with hand slaps and back slaps from Roma. They know they're in this and they know they're in a game. Ettorito is going to have to tap into that champion DNA that we know he has in the locker and find himself a goal or two.
Second half underway. Barcelona and Roma opening the show here on our final match day. Support from our audience slowly starting to creep in Roma's favour. Started off very lopsided, almost 2/3 of the audience looking that way. The way of the Catalan outfit. Kessie with a bit of space finds Dembele. Spinazzola for company and just can't shrug him off here. Kessie to the feet of Lewandowski, tries to get the strike away, but Ibanez right there with him.
Anywhere will do if you're Roma. I know we're 56 minutes in, but a clearance can just allow your team just to reset. And as we said, if you've got a player on the other side who is trying to dislodge that defence and make it more difficult, sometimes the best course of action is just to clear it, let your team reset.
On the hour mark here, it is still Roma 1. Barca 0. There's a bit of a mix-up at the back. Almost to Barcelona's detriment, and Ettorito has half an hour in game to keep his perfect season alive. The referee's brought this one back.
Certainly a school of thought here is to keep the ball in the air because it will take away Barcelona's ability to move the ball at pace. That's what they're known for. It's what we've seen so many times in this competition. Keep the ball in the air, where we know that Roma have got some proficient players that may just take away the superpower that Barcelona have.
Well, with all due respect to AS Roma, I'm not sure anyone had this in their running order today. As it stands, 6 points for Roma. A team who only needed 3 to guarantee knockout football in this competition. Frankie de Jong, though. Lovely run from Dembele. Can he finish? Oh, the control lets him down. Too close to Patricio. Bala wins the ball back, and who's this running forward? It's Stifler and Abraham here. Can he finish to make it 2? Saved to Stegen. Vital.
You can audibly hear the groans of, I'm sure, Arsenal's contingent in the VIP zone are willing every single chance on here. Okay, so it was a little bit of a break. He read where the pass was going from Ettorito, able to break on the counter, just couldn't quite bypass the manual goalkeeper for the finish. I think Irma understands how much of importance that goal could be, but they find themselves at a set piece. You set your minds back not too many moments ago. This is where Roma got their goal. Will they get another one?
Stifler to swing it in towards Dybala. Come back towards Belotti. He's been vital for AS Roma, as you said, starting to relax into their DNA. Here comes Ettorito, though. De Jong beats Spinazzola. Dembele has not stayed onside. Couldn't hold the run. And now the defence resets and more time off the clock.
It's a big 15 minutes in the season for both of these teams.
Our Roman audience starting to come alive here. They're starting to believe. Busquets to the feet of Pedri. De Jong recovers, and this pressure from Stifler is making it very difficult. Ettorito can't get his football going here. Final 10 in-game minutes now. Busquets. Sergi Roberto. Frankie de Jong to Pedri. Ibanez, not for the first time today. Cuts that one out, and now is there a Roman counter, I wonder? Belotti. Too strong for Abraham, and ter Stegen has just about kept it in.
Yeah, the problem with that though is that the clock keeps ticking. The clock doesn't go dead as a result.
What a jewel in the crown for Stifler. We said he might be able to play spoiler here. Job's not done though.
When the pressure's the brightest and the pressure is on, Roma seemingly have come to the party.
And now they've sealed their fate. I would not want to face them in the knockout stages.
You've took the words right out of my mouth. In terms of teams you would not want to come up against in knockout football, it's certainly the Roma outfit.
Ibanez here, no doubt, going to take as much time as possible off of this in-game clock. It's into the Barcelona box, into the hands of ter Stegen, but that's not where the ball needs to be. And the referee blows the final whistle. Another 3 points to Rome. The season is over. Gone, finished.
Finito.
What a performance from Stifler.
They've come through when they needed it most. They have come through when their team needed it most. Stifler, Gallardo, for all of their critics they may have had during the regular season, for all of the times that we thought, they should have done better, they have saved their very best performances for Matchday 7. When their team needed it most, they have came through in the clutch, and they have given themselves a fantastic diamond in the crown, as you would say. And we've still got one more game to go.
Well, there's the goal from Belotti that has secured another 3 points, has ruined the perfect season that we were talking about for Ettorito. And by the way, no goals scored, so potentially the golden boot gone as well. An incredible performance, and as you said, silencing the critics. We've been waiting all season long to sing the praises of Gagliardo and Stifler because we know what they are capable of. Matchday 7, the final one, they both come through with 3 points. That is unbelievable for Roma's aspirations.
We thought at the time where that Belotti chance, or that Abraham chance went by the wayside, we thought, how vital is that chance going to be?